Hello students, this is Sagarika Mohanty. Welcome to statistics classes. Today we discuss our new chapter, that is collection of data. Let's start this class. So collection of data is basically related to your statistical inquiry. What is statistical inquiry? We know the meaning of statistics and now we discuss the meaning of inquiry. Inquiry is related to the investigation something. That means in statistics the inquiry is related to your statistical inquiry and it means investigation on a topic by any agency wherein relevant quantitative information is collected. That means it is related to your investigation and investigation is done by a agency. And for what purpose? That is related to find out some quantitative information. And we know that the statistics is based on your quantitative information. And we can say that it implies search of truth with the aid of statistical methods. That means it collects the data through the statistical methods of the collection, compilation, analysis and interpretation, etc. That means the inquiry is basically related to collection of data through using of statistical methods. And we can say that the inquiry is based on collection of data. The purpose of collection of data is to be collected evidence for evidence purpose for reaching a sound and clear solution to a problem. So it means the statistics is based on statistical inquiry and statistical inquiry is based on collection of data. Which data? Basically your quantitative data for to reach the sound and clear solution of a problem. Before we start about the topic, that is collection of data, now we discuss some important terms related to this topic. First is investigators. So investigator is a person who conduct the statistical inquiry. That means those person who conduct the inquiry is known as investigator. Next is enumerator. Enumerator is the investigators needs the help of certain person to collect the information known as enumerator. That means the person who is required by the investigators is known as enumerator, and enumerator is basically collect the data and give to the investigator. Next is respondent. Respondent means the person who responds to questions. Here the person from whom the statistical information is collected, the person who gives the statistical data is known as respondent. And last is the survey. Survey is basically related to the methods of gathering information from the individuals. Let's discuss this a small example. Let's take an example related to a criminal case. And the criminal case is solved by the police. He is a person and he is the police. That means he investigates the case. So we can say that he is the investigator. The police is basically required some they arrange some person who gives the informations. So we can say that the personal investigators of the police. That is, we can say that he is the personal investigator of police. Or we can say that khabri. And khabri is related to the enumerators. After that, the enumerator go to the place where the case is related and they investigate something and they investigated some people. Okay, so these people are basically related to your respondent. That means they respond the questions of the enumerator, and whatever the data are collected by the respondent, they give to the investigator. So this is the basically important terms related to your collection of data. And here the survey, that is related to your gathering of information. Gathering of information related to survey related to your population of a country, or survey related to the we can survey that how many people like the digitalized India, etc. So we can say that the survey is related to the gathering information from the individuals. So these are the basically important terms related to the collection of data. Let's discuss the collection of data through the table. So this is the table which shows the production of food grains in India. Here we can say that the production of food grain varies from year to year, and such vary is called variables. Here that is two variables. One is x and another is y. X is shown the year and y is shown the production of food grains in million tons. Here the production is up and down. That means it is varies from year to year. We can say that in 2011 the production is related to 108 million tons as compared to 2009 to 20 its production is 312 million tons. So this is the table related to the collection of data in year from 2011 to 2020. The way of collecting the data is called sources of data, and the sources of data is basically divided into two parts. One is internal sources of data and another is external sources of data. Let's discuss this one by one. So internal sources of data means data collected internally. That means when the data is collected from its reports of the organization, we can call this internal sources of data. At the same time, when the data is collected from the outside the organization, it is called external data. That means data collected inside the organization is called internal data, and data collected outside the organization is called the external sources of data. The example related to your internal sources of data are: company publishes its annual report on profit and loss, total sales, loans, wages, etc. is related to your internal sources of data. As compare this, the external source of data is related to the company collect the data from the social media like Instagram, Facebook, Twitter, etc. and also collect the data from the government records or telephone directories, etc. are the external sources of data. Thus, we can say that data collected and complied through internal source is called internal data. As like data collected and complied through external source is called external data. In simple way, data collected internally is called internal data and data collected externally is called external sources of data. Now we discuss the external sources of data. The external sources of data is basically related to the primary source of data and the secondary source of data. The primary source of data is basically data which is originally collected by an investigators or agency for the first time for some specific purpose. That means the data is collected for the first time is known as primary source of data. For example, population census conducted by the government of India is an example related to the primary source of data. Next is secondary source of data. Secondary source of data is basically, it is not the original data since the investigator makes use of this data collected by the other agency, etc. That means we can say that this is a second hand data which is collected by someone already, and now we are just use such data for the further purpose. And for example is company uses economic survey and they uses some published data which is already published by the government of India. For this purpose, that means when the government of India published, this is called your primary data, and when the company uses this data, this is called your secondary sources of data. Now we discuss the primary data and secondary data through the comparison chart. Let's discuss. First is originality. The primary data are original because they are collected by the investigator himself. That means it is collected by the first hand. The originality of secondary data is the secondary data are not original since investigator makes use of the data collected by the other agency, because these are collected by the other agency and these are basically used data. Next is sources. The sources of primary data are collected by the some agency or person by using the methods of data collection. And here the sources are basically already collected data and processed by some person or agency is ready for use. That means it use some already used data. Next is time factor. The collection of data for the primary data collection is basically requires longer time as compared to the secondary data. To collect the secondary data is required less time. Next is cost factor. As it is collected for the first time, so primary data is related to the high cost, and it is already used data, so the cost is basically low cost. Next is reliability and suitability. As it is collected by the first time and collected by the person in personally, so this is called reliable and suitable. And here it is less reliable and less suitable because the person can be manipulate this data. Next point is nature. The primary data is basically first hand in nature and the secondary data is second hand in nature, because it is collected for the first time and this is collected which is already collected by someone. Next is precursion. Precursion, there is no great deal for the precursion while using the primary data. So for the collection of primary data, there is no precaution is required. Secondary data should be used with great care and caution. That means to collect the secondary data, precaution is required. And the last is organization factor. Collection of primary data requires elaborate organized setup. That means to collect the primary data, it requires some organizational setup. But as compared to collect the secondary data, the organization setup in case of secondary data is no need. That means for collection of data, organization setup is not required, because we can collect the secondary data through the Google search or through any directories. So these are the basically the comparison between your primary data and secondary data. Thank you for watching.